Alright guys, I know it's been a while since my last airsoft video, but I have an explanation. First off, school. I had, yeah, I'm a junior in high school, so I had like 3 AP classes, had to get those out of the way. Then on top of that, all my other classes had projects. And I just got out of school today, so this is Friday, so when I'm filming this. So that's done. On top of that, my MOSFET blew out, so I just got that replaced. Had to wait for that to get in. That actually came in on my last day of school as well. So, on top of all that, my M4 stopped working. That one over there. The motor, the ZCI motor kind of fried on me. I found out that with the ZCI motors, like the end bells on the end of them are not very machined very well. The one on my AK, especially this one exactly, melted on me. That one kind of just blew off. So I have a Franken torque in there as of now. But yeah, I've been kind of discouraged, but to make airsoft videos. But I finally got the time to do it, and so let's just get into another custom gun review. Now this guy right here is my Phantom PDW, is what I like to call it. I actually have it engraved on the side right here. You guys can see that. Phantom. So it's official. This was just a Project AK. It wasn't really supposed to be based off anything. Just supposed to be a cool looking AK. Now, I remember seeing, I think, a EVIC video for like the VSS from King Arms and Echo One, and I saw one from Red Wolf for the G&G version of the VSS sniper rifle. And I was like, the VSS looks really cool. It's almost like an AK, but I like the way the stock is. Only problem is it doesn't take AK magazines. So I was like, what if I could make a CQB version of the VSS that takes AK magazines? Now, this is obviously far from a VSS, but for my purposes, I think it looks pretty cool. So the base gun is a JG SVD AK. Now, that means, since it's not a replica SVD, it's actually an AK body with SVD style front end and stock. And I got it mostly for the stock. I bought it, it was a boneyard gun for like 27 bucks. Surprising, I believe it shot, but it just didn't feed properly. So I got the entire system plus a working gearbox. On top of that, I got a mystery box, and I believe it was like a Sima Krinkov Spetsnaz AK. So I threw that one off and threw this one back on for it. And I just got a ZCI 110mm silencer with some camo foam wrapped around it in multicam. The entire gun is covered in a OD green color, OD green and black type of finish on it. And this is my failed attempts at stippling the grip. It's really rough. It looks like the paint's actually starting to chip away in certain places. But yeah, it's rough looking. It's not very, the quality control on the paint is not good. Everything seems to be scratching away. The stock creaked forever. It just looks like a really scratchy looking gun. But it's fun to shoot. It's solid, and it's a great performer. Now this is a single stroke high-speed gear airsoft gun. I believe I put in some SHS 13-to-1 gears and short-stroked 4 teeth off of them. M140 spring that I cut some rungs off of. But since it's short-stroked by 4 teeth, FPS is still around 350. Perfect air seal components, most of it's stock. I believe I got a Mars O-ring polymer air nozzle to swap that out. Silverthane pad thrown in, shimmed properly. Metal ZCI bushings in here, and a gate ASR MOSFET, as I just got replaced, the brand new one, dual wired and works like a dream. So that's the AK. Really not too much to go over with it. It just plain works. Now, as for the grip, I kind of messed it up. There was a big seam line down here, so I kind of had to roughly try to like mold and solder that, or melt that plastic back together. So that looks a little rough, but actually it's quite comfortable to hold. The stippling, again, not anything a lot of people would be proud of, but it does enhance the grip. And because I switched out the front assembly on this gun with a different upper receiver, there actually isn't really any room to put a stick type battery that can go all the way up to the front in this area. The battery literally stops right here. It can't go any further up until here. And then because of how long the wiring in the MOSFET is, you really can't fit any batteries up in the top. So I resorted to a battery pouch in the back, and I run it out of this hole right there. And that seems to work perfectly fine. I can run my big 4500 milliamp 11.1 volt LiPo on that. And it works great. So actually, let's just go ahead and shoot it. The video's getting on a little on the long side. Florian 35C 11.1 volt LiPo battery. Set the camera down for a second. Alright, semi-auto. Full auto. Now, it shoots pretty fast, just not as fast as I would want it to. And I think that's because of the ZCI balance motor. While it is a quality motor, it just doesn't give me the performance that like my ASG 30,000 motor does. Maybe it doesn't spin up as fast. I'm really not sure because unless I could throw in some ceramic bearings, but it shimmed perfectly. I greased it perfectly. Angle of engagement's great. It's really up to the motor at this point to get that rate of fire that we need. It's about 33. On a good day, on a fully charged LiPo, it's about 36 rounds a second. But I was looking for it to be in the 40s. So, probably going to replace this balance motor, throw it into my LT74 Lancer AK over there, and get ASG 35,000 RPM motor in here. That should get it up to 40 and still retain that high trigger response. But yeah, other than the motor, great performance out of the box. Oh, not out of the box, but after all these upgrades, it's pretty great performer. Again, it's not the prettiest gun on the field. It is basically full plastic except for the upper receiver. But heck, it's an AK and it's a different looking AK. I guarantee you're not going to be able to see this anywhere else on the battlefield. So, another quick airsoft armory update. Probably be going over my other gun, the G3 that I have lying over there on the wall. That was in a previous video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.